A tale of two fails. A former Afghan Special Forces commando who worked with the U.S. military in Afghanistan spent months evading the Taliban after our nation's disastrous withdrawal. But when he finally made it to the United States, he was arrested. Abdul Wasi Safi was trying to reach his brother who lives in Houston after being granted a visa as a translator. But when he reached our southern border, he was detained for failing to present himself at a port of entry. Abdul's brother, Sami Safi, joins us now. Sami, thanks for being here. First of all, let's start with the Afghanistan side of it. So your brother worked with U.S. troops. Would he have been eligible, like so many others, to be evacuated to the United States, do you believe?
Absolutely. The reason why I say that is because he was working with Afghan in cooperation with American Special Forces, elite forces. They were going after enemy of freedom of Afghanistan and freedom of this country. They were fighting alongside American Special Forces, going after the enemy that basically caused 9/11 and situations like that in America. They definitely deserved to be evacuated.
So, Sami, your brother was one of those left behind by our disastrous withdrawal. So he had to fight to find his way to get to this country, to claim asylum. He eventually made his way to Mexico, and it's a longer story here, but he made his way to Mexico, and he worked with a smuggler, with other migrants who was able to get him to the southern border. What did he want to do when he got to the southern border, like millions of others have tried to do?
So he basically flee Afghanistan to Pakistan, and from Pakistan he was issued a humanitarian visa from Brazil. Upon arriving to Brazil, he was treated as a terrorist, even though he had all his documents to prove who he was. He was treated as a terrorist, and he flee from Brazil. Every country that he arrived, we have all the evidence and documents that they were giving him exit paper, telling him, you're not welcome here, you have certain amount of time to exit this country. Sure. So upon arriving to the border, United States border, he found himself in between approximately 100 other migrants that were trying to reach United States. And he was separated from all those other people that entered United States, and they basically processed those people differently than they put him in process. He was interrogated by special agents, questioning him if he was a terrorist or if he had any ties with any terrorist groups in Afghanistan or who he was. He provided his documentations, his certificates, his work ID, his every paperwork that he had, he provided to the investigator. Even after that, he was transferred to U.S. Marshal for unknown reason.
So when people come to our border illegally, their claim is asylum, and most people are released inside that claim. Yet your brother, who claimed asylum for legitimate reasons, fleeing the Taliban, is currently detained.
Let's put it this way. Because of the wrong policies, because of the failure of this administration, my brother had to go through all this. Because of the withdrawal of Afghanistan, from Afghanistan, after the withdrawal, basically he had to go and hide in places that I cannot describe it. And after that, they created a WhatsApp group to inform one another, to basically say, avoid being captured by Taliban. The Taliban that Biden administration handed them over to. So they try to avoid Taliban, and he found out that basically half of those people were killed. Yeah. In that chat group, half of those people were killed, and he basically found himself no other option but to flee Afghanistan.
No, terrible policies have consequences and human consequences. Sammy, Safi, thank you for your time. Keep us posted on your brother, Abdul. God bless him. Hopefully
Thank you
he's released soon.
The community. And also, I want to inform all the others that are watching this. We created a supporting page, Justice for Wasi.com. So please visit that page. And also, I truly appreciate everyone for supporting the veterans and active members of military who came across to support us and supporting my brother and his services.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. You're a patriot. Appreciate your time this morning.
Thank you.
You got it.